Slowly, man.
Thank you. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about Spring Framework. First question is, what is the framework? Any idea? Anybody has? What is the framework?
Framework is like container.
Framework is like container. Okay. Anybody else? Actually,
It's just like library.
framework is a setup library which provides you features, and those features you can utilize in your project. So let me tell you, when you are doing software development, you need to use some features, right? And you have two options for that feature. Either you can develop it your own, or you can use some third party framework who can give you all those features. So which one is good to go?
Spring is the same
Writing
like
it
that.
from, yeah. So framework means whatever, framework means whatever feature you need, right? So those features, whatever feature you need in software development, those features are there. I hope you understand. Framework is nothing. It's just a set of library which offers you set of feature. You can directly use it. So whatever I have done, same thing I will do with Spring. Nice. Whatever we have done, same thing I will do with
Spring.
Spring framework. That's it. So Spring is all together. It's going to make your job easy. Hmm? Are you following me? So if you want to learn a Spring framework, why am I learning a Spring framework? Because it will make our job easy, right? In software development.
Yes,
Because
Nagendra.
Spring framework is set up library and all the features are present inside it. So if you want to use it, you can directly use those features. So framework is nothing. It's ready-made features which you can utilize. So in order to use framework in your project, you have to just add its library jar. What is jar? Jar is a set. Jar is a bundle of classes. You know jar or not, people? What is jar?
Jar
Ah,
is
what is jar?
a
Huh?
bundle of classes.
It is bundle of classes. Right. It is bundle of classes, right? And which is also known as, any guess? As library. And you using jar command, we can create a jar file. It's clear to you? So I'm going to the unit jar, right? So jar you can download from two ways. You can go and download from the internet, right? That is one thing. Second thing is you can use some project building tool. Hmm? What is your project building tool? Reply. Tool which helps you to build your project. What is the meaning of project building? Project building means,
Maven.
you know, yeah, Maven is one of the project building tool. Maven is there, Gradle is there, right? So Gradle is nowadays used a lot. Hmm? So you can use either Maven or Gradle, right? So what this project building tool does, any guess? It does many things all together, right? First, you know, it can create a folder structure. It can create folder, right? Structure. Hmm? Second, it can download jar. Hmm? Library. Please apply the library for the project. Hmm? Hello.
Yes, sir.
It
Yes.
contains plugin, which does really great job. Contains plugin. Plugin is one of the really very cool feature of this project building tool. Plugin. It contains plugin which perform some space specific tasks. I'll let you know what is the meaning of it, right? And you can create multi-module project, right? You can create a profile. You can create profile profile. It can, you can create a profile for different environment. So
Command. Command.
there's many things all together. Okay. It can also help you to, compile and, build your project, right? It can compile, run the test cases, build and deploy the project. So Maven does many things all together, man.
Maven is magic.
Maven is magic. I agree with you. I can write it, okay? Maven is magic. You can add this line anywhere, okay? No problem. Maven is magic. Nice. So if you want to use Maven, right? So Maven, you can use what kind of project? Any kind of project Maven you can use. Gradle, you can use anywhere. It is up to you, right? If you want to use Maven, you have to download and configure the Maven. If you want to use Gradle, hey, whatever you can do with Maven, same thing you can do with Gradle. Whatever you can do with Gradle, same thing you can do with Maven. Make sense? But Gradle is the latest version, and Gradle is little bit faster compared to Maven. So, pardon?
But we love Maven.
Yeah, we'll learn both actually. So let's start with Maven, then we'll come to Gradle. Mr. Maven, if you want to use Maven, Maven comes with your Eclipse as a plugin. So if you download any kind of, give me a second, please. Give me a second. So let's start. So I was talking, if you want to use Maven, what do you need to do?
Did you resume the recording?
Yes, man. Yes, man. Who is talking like this? You don't bother about it, man.
I thought you forgot.
For Spring, every recording is there already. It is there. Are you following me? You can watch it. It is in advance, right? But whatever we are doing, we are not able to even do that. So recording is fine. Fine. My session, recording is not going to play any role. Otherwise, I can record all the thing. Everybody can watch and they can become master, right? They don't want this session at all. So I was just talking about this Maven, right? So how to install it? So what I said, Maven comes with Eclipse as a plugin. Are you following me? So you tell me for today, right? I'm not going to install Maven. Why?
You already have Maven in Eclipse.
Maven in the plugin, right? But if sometime you have to run Maven without Eclipse, then you need to install it at your computer. Got it? So when you need Maven and Gradle, it depends on. If you want to run everything from the Eclipse, you don't need the Maven. But every time you are not going to run with Eclipse, right? Sometimes you have to run from the terminal as well. Are you following me? So in that case, we have to install Maven and Gradle or not?
Yes.
Yes, right? So you can, when you are creating a project, right, you can decide whether you want to use Maven or Gradle. So what kind of project you can make? You can make desktop project, right? Or second, you can make web project. Oh man, when you want to make desktop project or web project, it is up to you. You want to give support of Maven or not? Are you following me? So support of Maven is optional or mandatory?
Optional. Optional.
Optional. Maven support. So today I'm going to make what kind of project I should make? Web project or desktop? Answer is web project. Let's do that. Okay. I'm going to make a web project with Maven support. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So let's do that. And for that, you need to help me. Hmm? You see? Can you see this? I can increase the font of it. Let me do that. No, font of. I learned it recently how to increase the font of.
You can just do Control plus. Plus.
No, man.
Yes, sir.
You see my technique.
That's a long technique, Maven.
I'm able to increase the font of it, right? Here, I want to make a project. Please see what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to stop everything. Right click on it, new, go to other. I want to make web project, but with Maven support. You can type here Maven. Can you see this?
So
So Maven is there as a plugin. You should choose Maven project. And here you can select this first option. Create a simple project, skip archetype selection. Click on the next button. Let me do again. Right click on it, new, go to other. Please follow my technique. You'll do minimal mistake. Maven project, next. And select this option. Create a simple project, skip archetype selection. Next. Group ID. Here group ID you can give anything. It doesn't matter, right? It matters when you create a multi-module project. Artifact ID is your project name. I'm going to make a project like Spring Web App. People. What? Group ID, artifact ID, and this. Here, packaging will decide you want to make a web project or desktop project. What is the web project and jar is desktop project. POM is used to create a parent project. We'll talk about it later. I'm going to use war. Make sense?
yes, sir.
And no need to fill this information. Name, description is optional, and we are not interested in parent project. So this much is entry is enough. Anybody have any question, query? Group ID, you can write anything as a package. It is important when you deal with multi-module project. Artifact ID is nothing, it's just project name. Finish. So I'm able to create what, man? Web project. I'm able to do
Web project with Maven support.
Maven support. Nice. My project name is Spring Web App. Can you see this? Yeah. So you see SRC main Java, SRC main resources. So we need to understand the folder structure, right? So Maven by default creates this folder structure or not? Yep. So this folder structure is by default created by whom?
Maven.
Maven. Maven, this is the Maven web project structure. So what it is doing is we need to understand, its folder. So src main Java. In this, we keep our all the Java file. What? All Java files. Who says to keep inside? Maven. Right? SRC main resources. In this, you should keep your configuration file, right? Con file, your JSON file, XML file, properties file, YAML file. All these things you can keep over here. Make sense? All the setting, all the configuration. Similarly, in SRC test Java, you can keep your test cases. I will teach you how to write JUnit test cases. JUnit test cases class. Are you following me? And SRC test resources, it is, right what I'm saying. In this, you should keep what? Configuration file, JSON file, XML file, props, etc. used only for JUnit. I hope I'm making myself clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And target folder, it when you build your project, right? So all the binary, binary file is generated inside. Binary files are here, right? Suppose you are creating jar, war, everything will come inside this. This is POM. POM stands for Project Object Model. This is one of the important file for the Maven, right? And in Gradle, it is called build.gradle. Are you following me? Build.gradle. Here we have pom.xml file. If you create the same project with Gradle, it will be build.gradle file. And pom.xml, POM stand for Project Object Model. Not applying.
Sir. Yes, sir.
And what you keep inside Pom, in Pom you add the jar entry. You add dependency, right? You add dependency for project. Hello, plugins. All these things you can configure into it, right?
Sir.
Java settings, everything you do inside this, right? All the jar, everything. If you want to download any jar for project, where you will make the entry? Pom.xml file, plugin, your profile entry, etc. And this is the web project. This is the web app. Web app mein what you are going to keep, man? All the web resources. Got my point? All web. You know web resources? I can tell you. Like your HTML file, your JS file, your images, CSS. Tell me, Bootstrap. All these things you are going to keep over here. Hmm? Your JSP, your servlet. You know that. Yep. Anybody have any question, query? This folder structure is automatically created, right, with the help of Maven plugin in the editor. I don't know you got this much or not.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So next thing which I'm going to do is I'll open my pom.xml file. First of all, here, if you put your mouse on it, right, it's saying web.xml is missing. It is a web project and you don't have web.xml file. Are you following me? So what you can do in order to overcome the error, right? There is many way to do it. I'm creating a binary folder, right, inside it. And in this, you can create a file. Which file? Web.xml file. My dear friend,
Yes,
this
sir.
web.xml file I'm copying from some other project. Is okay with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me copy it, sir. Let me copy. Let me copy. So I'm just opening some other project. You can also do it, man. You can go and copy this web.xml from this test to your project. I don't know. You know how to copy file? Copy paste. Done. Like once you created a binary folder and copy this .xml file, error is gone. Clear or confused? I'm just doing the setup. This is one-time activity. After that, here you can define which version of the JDK you want to use. So for this purpose, I'm not googling it. If I want, I can Google it, right? So if you want to, I want to use which version of the Java for this project?
Eight.
Java 8. So what you can do is there's a tag, property tag. You open your pom.xml file and here you can add. Can you see this? I'm not interested in encoding. Yeah, you can say this is project encoding. This is not needed. So which version of JDK I want to use? 1.8. Clear? So in property, basically you can define which version of JDK you want to use, or you can define the different variable for the version purpose. Now I need to add dependency jar. For jar, here you have to add a tag that is called dependencies. So inside dependency, you are going to add the jars. So I want to use Spring jar. What jar, man? So here I need to add one dependency for Spring. Clear? And I'm going to add a Spring. I'm going to use which version of the Spring?
5.
Spring 5. So you just go and add this dependency. Dependency means jar. If you add it, it would add a minimal jar, which is good to start. I'll explain the thing slowly, okay? So how to add dependency? See, dependency, right? Group ID, no need to mug it. Then this is the name of the jar. My jar name is Spring Web MVC hyphen version. You just do add this much and save it. And then you can check it in your project. Many jar will be downloaded. My dear, are with me? You see? Magic? Hey, you just added, hey, I want to download this Spring Web MVC hyphen this dot jar. You see, it is able to download other jar as well. Spring Core, Spring Context, Bean, AOP, Expression, Web. Nice. This jar is downloaded from the internet and it is going to be downloaded into your C users username.m2 folder. in your computer. So all these the jar is downloaded from the internet and automatically it is placed in your class path. You got the magic of it or not?
Yes, sir.
So somebody would say, what is the Maven? Our answer should be, it is a project building tool. So you are using right now it for what purpose? Adding dependency for the project, right? Building your project, running the test cases, right? Making jar and war of your project. You can deploy it. You know, there's a lot of plugin support with Maven, right? Which does great job. I will explain to you what you can do with plugin. Hmm? So I'm able to create a web project with Maven support and Spring support. It is correct. Okay. After this much, my project is a web project with Maven plus Spring. Nice. If you want to make your project for Spring, what you need to do? You have to just add dependency of Spring, right? So any project can be Spring project. You have to just add jar with the help of Maven. So Maven what does? It is used to add the jar in the project. Maven is used to add jar inside the project class path. No? Yep. Hello. So we are good to start with Spring. Hmm? Hello.
Yes,
So
sir.
Spring has many things altogether. Can you see this? Spring provides you core module. So I'm going to talk about this core today. What? Core. But it has core, it has web, it has AOP, it has data access integration, it has taste module, right? So I will teach you all this module one by one. So today we are going to discuss Spring core module. Hmm? If your question is why I should use Spring, my answer is Spring makes your job easy. Whatever you have done in JSP Solid, same project I will develop again, same project, same coding, everything same, but only the difference is I'm going to use Spring. So in very short, what you can somebody will say what Spring does, your answer should be Spring provides a feature which is used in the project, enterprise level projects. It makes your job
Easy. Easy.
easy. That's it. So whatever you have done in JSP Solid, same thing you can do with Spring. So for Spring already I have added dependency. Let me show you some programs, okay? So you need to just answer to me. I'm just making calm dot Spring dot logic and making a vehicle class private string name of the vehicle private string vendor private teaser price. And you can make a getter and setter of it. If you don't understand, you have to say I don't understand, okay? And in this, I'm just adding a toString method. ToString method is a special method which prints state of the object in string representation. And this method is called by implicitly when you print the reference of the vehicle. So I'm just making a main method and I have a couple of questions for you. It is too fast. Are you following me?
Too fast. It's too fast.
Oh, that's fine. I just make a vehicle. That's clear to you? Normal class.
Yeah.
This vehicle has three attribute, getter and setter and toString method. Any question query regarding vehicle?
No.
Hmm? Normal
Uh,
Pojo. This is also called Pojo. You know Pojo?
Yeah.
Plain old Java object. A class which does not extend any special features. That is called Pojo. And I'm going to use this Pojo in my main method. So here I'm just making an object of vehicle. Can you see this? So
Yes,
I have
sir.
a question for you. Who is making an object of vehicle? Programmer using new operator. After it, who is setting the value of it? Like name, vehicle name is Omega. Hmm? Oh, who is setting the name, state of the object?
User. Programmer.
Programmer. I'm telling you, this is, you need to know Spring is made for what purpose. Spring is not made for this example. This example totally I'm teaching you wrong.
Yes,
Because
sir.
but it's fine. We are learner. So here I'm going to print the vehicle. When you print the vehicle, what happen? It is going to call its toString method. You know it, right? This statement is equivalent to dot toString. I don't know you know it or not. Hmm?
Yes.
Either you write this or you write this. Both are same. So here I have a couple of questions for you. Like here, if you want to destroy vehicle, you can assign null reference to it. Hmm? After it, you cannot access the vehicle. Am I right?
Yes.
Here, vehicle will die. Hmm? You're not replying. Vehicle will destroy. People reply and ask questions if you have. So tell me, I have a couple of questions. My first question is, who is making an object of? Who is creating instance of vehicle? Answer,
User programmer.
programmer. Who is setting the state of the object?
Program.
Who is setting the state of the object? Answer is programmer. Hmm? Who is managing the life cycle of the object? Programmer. He's getting object over here and here he is just destroying it, right?
Yes.
Who is managing life cycle for object? Answer is programmer. Hmm? That's it. So can I say this object is totally managed by programmer? You follow me? And who's calling the method? Programmer. That's fine. But you know, so this is a very normal program, right? But managed by whom? Programmer. Spring says, hey, do not create object, don't set it attribute and dependency, right? Don't manage the life cycle of it. Why? Spring says you just focus on your business logic. Object creation, its dependency, or its attribute initialization, and its life cycle management. Let me do. You just focus on the business logic. Oh my God. What Spring said? Hello?
Focus. This logic.
Focus.
Spring, yeah, Spring says, let me create the object of vehicle, let me initialize the attribute of it, and let me manage the life cycle of it. Oh, programmer is saying, then what I should do? I should, I should sleep.
Spring.
No, Spring is saying you just focus on your business logic, call the method, right? Write your logic and all, but don't do anything else. Why? Because Spring is saying, I want to make your job easy. That's correct. So same program, if you allow to me, I can do with the Spring style. Okay. So who is going to make the object of it? Who is going to set the state of it? Who is going to manage the life cycle of it? Spring container. Spring means Spring container. Make sense? So there is many way of doing it, right? So I'm going to tell you how you can do the same thing with XML based configuration. We have XML based, we have Java annotation based, we have Java based configuration, right? So today I'm going to teach you XML based. Ready?
Yes, sir.
So please allow me for Googling. I'm going to do Spring Core XML based. It's okay with you?
Yeah.
I'm just doing Googling because you can also Google it and do it. That's purpose. Actually, I'm telling you, Spring first time I started to work in 19 June 2006.
Always.
I know because I joined one of the company that time. Okay, so my dear, first of all, you have to make one XML file over here. In this XML file, you have to define how you want to make the object of it, right? How to set the attribute of it. The object created by Spring container is called bean. Please remember it. What I said? Any object which is created by Spring container, you will say object or bean.
Bean.
Bean. So here, Spring container says make a one XML file. Allow me XML file. You can go to the other and you should type here file. And what name you want to give, man? You can give any name, right? I'm just giving vehicle.xml file. The Spring says when you make XML file, every XML file has a root element, right? That is fixed. What man? This one. Beans. So what is the root element of any meta configuration file in Spring? Beans. Opening tag and closing tag. This is called package namespace. I will teach you this separately when we'll discuss XSD. In which topic? XSD. So this much you can blindly copy and paste. Agree? Beans. Every XML file has a root element. So what is the root element of Spring meta configuration file? Beans, right? Inside the bean, you can use a bean tag to make the instance of kill you. Like here, whatever you are doing with Java code, you can define in the XML file so that Spring container can create a bean of it, right? So this I'm just here typing it for reference purpose. Like here we are doing manually, right? So you can use this tag. Which tag? Bean tag. Are you with me? And you can give the ID. ID is the basically reference name. What name you want to give? Vehicle. After that, here you can use class and you can write the fully qualified name of the vehicle. The fully qualified name means name with package name. Oh, so what you need to write, man? Fully qualified name. Can you see this? So you want to, this is equivalent to this much. You want to make an bean of vehicle type. And here you can use child tag property and in name. So in vehicle, in name attribute, right? So you will write the property name. What name, man? Name, right? And here you can write the value. What value you want to set? Omega. Hello, and close it. You got a point? Similarly, you can set value price, right? Everything you have to write in double quotes. Then you can write vendor. You confused or you're following me? Name, price, this property must be present in the vehicle. Done. So A, who is Spring says supply me information in this fashion. I will make a bean and set the attribute of it. Got my point? So defining here, what you're doing, sir? Defining a bean. Not replying. You got it?
Yes.
So whatever you are doing it manually, now Spring will do for you. Okay. Spring you'll understand after 3 or 4 classes because in first, second, third classes you will feel I'm wasting your time.
Again,
Yeah, please.
and you have to write this long code. What is the use of using Spring on that case?
Very nice. That's what I'm saying. That's why you know, I told you in the beginning. Just now I said, right? Hello. This you will understand the power of it after 3 or 4 classes. You'll say, "Oh my God, I salute the Spring framework."
Yes, Nagan, thank you.
Okay. Because
We are
and
little bit
this
exposed
kind
with
of
those
framework.
beans
This
and
kind.
everything.
My pardon.
Yeah, we know a little bit about that beans, auto wiring and everything. So I don't know if you were talking about that.
We'll talk on that, man. Actually, you guys are on roof without using ladder, right?
Oh yeah.
So if
Yeah.
I say what is auto wire, what bean is, you might know terminology, but you don't understand, fully. That's problem is clear. After my session, you know each and everything.
Yes, sir.
Nobody can make you full. Okay.
Yes.
So whatever you have learned in the REST API, right? I'm telling you, no need to mug it. You understand logically, right? And that picture should be in your mind.
Oh, yeah.
Got it?
Sir.
So we
So,
just started.
so are you just like setting up the project, or is it like you're doing a project, or like setting up the project?
Sir, whatever I'm doing, this is a project. Actually, the way you are doing, right? That is not a proper way. Are you following me?
Yeah, I mean, we
Just
used to do from like the Spring initializer, like on the REST API,
so
I think.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The way you learn it, basically you confuse. Okay, Spring
Okay.
initializer, right? Because now you are
Yeah.
doing step by step. I'll come to the Spring initializer. You say, my God, now I got it. What Spring initializer is? Oh, now I understand what auto wire is, right? You may be using a notation @service, @component, @controller, @repository, @REST controller. But I don't know, you know the difference or not, right?
Yeah, I
Tell me
mean,
that.
yeah,
Tell me the difference between controller, REST controller, @service, @repository, @component, please. Hello?
We don't know it.
yeah.
You know
I mean,
only. Tell me.
we just know a few things, like not on detail. So
That's
yeah,
yeah. You learn it. That's why you are running my session. Okay.
alright. Yeah,
So
yeah.
guys,
That's what.
give me only 10 days. After that, you'd be able to understand everything. Please make a note. But thing is, you have to also try. Okay. Then only you can do it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Already lagging behind right now.
So no issue. I'm not in hurry. Okay. You just follow me, right? Just give me 10 days for spring. I'm telling you, I'll make you all the concept crystal clear.
That's nice, Nagendra.
Yeah, I'll make it happen. Okay. Because in an industry, right, you don't know, you have to use XML based, you have to use annotation based, or you have to use Java based configuration, right? I can tell you the history of the Spring, right? But no need to know. In Spring 1.2, what was there? 1.3, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, 3.4, 3.5, right? Like this. But no need to know about it. Clear? Mhm. You are not trainer, okay?
Yes, sir.
You got this much? Now I have to write the main method, okay? But that main will be in Spring style. Main Spring. Are you with me? Same thing I'm going to do, right? Here you are doing manually, but now I'm going to create a Spring container. What man? Spring container. Creating Spring container. Please help me. And this line, no need to remember, okay? What I said? No need to remember this line. It is not needed, okay? I'm wasting your time. Class path, XML application context. Like here, this right side is creating what? A Spring container. And here you have to file the XML file. Spring says, hey, give me the XML file. As per this, I can create a bean for you. So this XML you can pass as a parameter. Got it? So this line will create what, man? It will create a Spring container, and that Spring container you can access with the help of this, right? So when this line is executed and you are passing vehicle.xml file, in vehicle already you have bean. So this bean will be created inside Spring container. Are you following me? This, because of this tag and all, a bean will be created. Are you following me? And you can pull this bean from the Spring container using which method? Get bean method. Yeah. And here you can give the bean ID. You would say, hey, vehicle bean, can you come outside the container? Vehicle is saying yes. And you can downcast it, right? In your vehicle reference. Can you see this? Hey, now whatever you are doing earlier, right? What you are doing earlier, creating a bean using new operator, setting the state of it, you are not doing with that. Your bean is ready. Now you can use it, right? Which method you can call? You can call toString method, right? So you got the benefit. Only you say, and again earlier, a programmer is responsible for creating the bean, setting the just a second, setting the state of it. Everything is managed by the programmer. Now who is managing?
Nagendra
Spring
bhai,
content. Yeah,
this is
please,
Rohit right here.
please tell me.
Sumit bhai will be little late, right? So you can continue till he comes, if you want.
No, no, that's not purpose. Purpose is if I teach you a lot, right? If you're not able to revise it,
Nagendra bhai, this is Rohit.
yeah, Rohit.
Yeah, so I'm saying Sumit bhai will be coming a little late, so you can continue till he comes if you want.
Yeah. I'll do that, right? Whatever I can do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sumit. Right, Rohit. I'll take care of it, okay? Whatever I can. Because I have other plan as well. Hey people, do you understand this much?
Can you repeat the number 17? Why we downcast it to the page?
Yeah. Actually, get bin method return object type. Object is the superclass of all the classes, you know. Object is superclass of All the classes. Are you following me? So return type of get bean is what? I can show you. Object. That's why I'm downcasting it in my bean type. Hello. This line you have to remember? I would say no. This kind of code you will not see in the industry. We are just learning fundamental.
Okay.
So I have a couple of questions here. Who is creating the object of vehicle? Spring container. Who is setting the value of the vehicle? The state of the vehicle? Spring container. Hello. Like here, down the line, if you make it null, your bean will be not destroyed. You can pull it again. What I said earlier, it was the destroy or not?
Yes.
But now you cannot destroy it. Why? Because life of this bean is not in your programmer hand. Oh, nice. In earlier example, life of the object was in programmer hand. You got the difference?
Yes, sir.
So if I run my program, you will see the same output. You got it or not? Same output, right? But what difference is? Hello. Difference is here, bean creation, its state and its life cycle is managed by whom?
Spring.
Spring container, right? What?
Spring
Bean
con-
creation, right? Its state, right? And bean creation,
Life
its
cycle.
state and life cycle of the object, right? You know life cycle. Everybody has life cycle. You and me are having life cycle, being human, right? Like born state, child state, youth, right? Oldness, and die. No, in
Yes.
last you in last we die. Hmm? I don't know. Do you have any question query, guys? Why I'm doing like this? This will this kind of Spring framework is not good for a small application. It is good for enterprise based application. Clear? If you have to do small thing, don't use it, please. You are wasting your time. I hope you understand this bean, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Like here, last program for today. One bean might have dependency on other bean that you have to learn. Clear? I'm going to show you one program where one object will have dependency on other object. Ready? Let me make a new class. I'm making a class. My class is a car, right? I'm telling you whatever I'm teaching you. This is very bad example. Clear? But I don't have any choice. Okay.
Yes,
This
sir.
Spring is not for making car object. Okay. No, no, no. In internet, you will see a lot of example, employee, customer. Spring is not made for that. Okay.
Okay.
So I will tell you after 2 or 3 sessions where we should use Spring and where we should not. Fine. So I'm just making a car, and car has a model, and car has integer price, and car has color. Is it clear, you sir?
Mhm.
Color. Let's make it simple, right? And see, in this example, there is another bean class that is called engine, or you can take wheels, right? You know wheels.
Yes.
So uh, integer price, private integer weight. Are you following me? Hello, price. So that's okay. So we have the car has wheels, is correct?
Yeah.
So car has dependency on wheels and engine. I'm just making this, okay? Only one, and just make a true string. If anybody is confused, let me know. So basically, I want to show you one example of where one object has dependency on another object. Wheel does not have dependency on anything. Am I right? But this car has dependency on
Wheels.
another wheels or another object, or another you can say bean. Oh, nice. In this example, what difference we have? Earlier, I was using vehicle as an independent bean. Now I'm using
Wheel.
car, which has dependency on wheels. Make sense, or you got confused?
Makes sense.
Let's see this example, okay? How we can do it. So tell me, if you want to make a bean of car, you need wheels or not? You need it, right? Tell me.
Yes.
So here I'm going to make a XML file. Copy paste.
Yes.
Car. You can give any name to it, man. Doesn't matter. Any name you can give, right? You see my speed? Yep.
That's great.
First of all, you want to make a bean of wheels.
Yes.
And these wheels contains what attribute? Open it, price and weight. Weight is 2, right? And price is 1890. Confused? I have created a bean, wheels. If you got it, you say I got it, otherwise I don't understand.
Got it.
Similarly, you can create another bean, right? Of car. And you can write here car, ID, right? ID is the name of the object. And in car, what attribute you have to say it? Model, price, color. Let's say that. Model, no? Hello. Model 2020, right? Hello. And price, you can make it 6,000 like this. And what other attribute is left of the car? Color. Why? You understand this much? I'm making a car. Hello. I'm
Yes.
making car, and car has what attribute? Model, but it has other bean as well. Am I right? Oh man, here there is an attribute, right, inside it that is called wheels, right? But wheels is not a normal attribute. It is another bean. Am I right? Here you can write the p wheel. It's okay. ID. So my dear, tell me, this wheel is not a normal attribute, right? This wheel is another bean. Yes or no? So car has dependency on wheel bean. Yes or no? So if one bean has dependency on other bean, in order to set it, here you have to use ref keyword. Which keyword? Ref. And here you can give the ID of the bean which you want to set. You got the difference?
Nice.
Why I am using ref here? Because this attribute is not a string integer double. This attribute which is a part of the car. It is another bean. That's why I'm using ref. You got this is or confused?
Sorry, sir. What is
So Spring container will do what, man? Now you can understand the power, right? It will create a wheel bean, then car bean. In car, this model, price, color, everything will be set, right? Now you got the power. Let's make a main class. You know my speed? Control C, Control V, right? Car, wheels, main. Hello? Can you see this? Hello? Car, wheels. Confused? No. Like here, when you create when you create a what? When you create a Spring container, it will create a how many bean? Two bean. One is for, wheels. Second one is for car. And car bean will refer wheel. Car has dependency on which bean? Which bean? Wheels bean. Am I right? Or you can say bean of wheels type, right? So here I can pull my car. So now you got the power. Your code is reduced, man. Everything is in XML. Yes, you know.
this?
Like here, your car is ready with what? Wheels. You want to print it?
Yeah.
Hey, this car has reference of wheel as well. You can fetch it, right? Not a big deal. I don't know you got it or not. If you run it, you will see car is there and car has wheels as well. Can you see this? Or you can fetch the wheel with the help of car. Get wheels. Or you can fetch your wheel independently as well. It is up to you. In this, your bean ID for wheel is p wheel, right? So you can downcast it. Can you see this? You can access it the way you want to do. This is up to you. I hope you got this much or you totally got confused.
Got it.
Pardon?
Got it.
So you have to do practice of this much. I am telling you. If you do not doing practice, right? If I make even though session very longer, it is not going to help you.
Yes.
Fine. I'm just stopping my session till here because for Spring, I think this much is enough. So next thing is just go and make your hand dirty so that we can start new topic.
Okay,
Thank you
sir.
so much for your time.
Thank you.